motherfuckers out of here. Oh, God. Me. The hell? No. What? How did you get this Oh. Hutch. I should have known. Well, yeah, but I don't want to play that. No, I don't want to play the new season. I don't care if it's a new map. It's the size of a fucking football field, Joe. I don't want to play it. No. No, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yeah. Joe, why are you growling? What? What?
No. No. Oh. Oh, thank God it was just a dream. Oh. Why'd I fall asleep in my chair? Oh, well, that explains it. Yeah. Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. If you guys like the opening skit there, why don't you drop me a like rating below, hit that thumb up button, I'd appreciate it. Those are a lot of fun to do. I'm glad you guys seem to like them. I've gotten mostly good feedback. It's just something to make this franchise more entertaining, more exciting, because God knows the devs, Joe Secca and his merry band of morons, are not going to do anything to make us want to keep playing their game. God, just booting up this gameplay, I'm already bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Bored. I'm bored. There's nothing to do in these games. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to play for. There's no news. There's nothing to cover. The only thing I can cover is that I played Resident Evil 4, the demo, and I had an absolute blast. There are times when I think, am I just too old for video games? Do I just not get it anymore? Am I not, like, into this anymore? And then I'll play something that blows my socks off. And this is just a demo, by the way. It's a game I've been playing since 2005. I'm going to splice some gameplay in here from the little demo. Took some getting used to the controls because my muscle memory, if you ever go and play a remastered game, and maybe you guys can relate to this, but if you ever go and play a remastered game, you'll want to default with like how you learn to play it on the controller you learn to play it on. Like if I play a game on N64 on the Switch, for example, I'm lost. Like my brain defaults back to that N64 controller, and I know how to play it. And that's what happened with the RE4 demo. I'm playing on the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, whatever controller. It's not the GameCube controller I learned to play the game on, you know? Like, I feel like, man, I can't think of a better controller for Resident Evil 4, the old version at least, so hopefully I can get used to these new controls, but aside from that, I have no real complaints with the RE4 demo, man. I had a blast. Whenever you get to the village, and slight spoilers, I guess, if you haven't played the game since 2005 by now, you're never going to play it unless you play the new one, in which case you kind of deserve to be spoiled because you should have played the game already because it's good. Go play the old one. It's like $7 probably on some old platform. I don't know. But whenever you get to the village and there's like this big, just, I guess, horde of villagers that attack you, it's made genuinely terrifying in this demo. I can't praise it enough for how well they did it. It's pretty terrifying in the original, but in this one, it's an event. Man, like the way they did the music, the sound effects, I feel like they can't miss with this game because they're just building off of something that's already basically perfect. So I'm looking forward to the RE4 remake. It actually comes out directly on my birthday, so I am gonna be having a great time. I'm gonna get wine drunk and play Resident Evil 4 remake. That's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Resident Evil remake. I mean, I wish I was. I might play some on the channel here because I can't. Guys, I can't, there's nothing to do. I'm not just saying I'm bored for show. I mean, it is funny when I say I'm bored over and over. But But there's what is there to talk about? So somebody out there. I'm over here making skits because I can't think of a single fucking thing to do or to talk about with this franchise. Here's the news, okay? Here's the news. They finally fixed footsteps, I think. Nearly 5 months into the game's life cycle, we're just now getting a consistent footstep audio. Wow! Thank you! Fucking golf clap, Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward gives me the clap. And then they're nerfing the broadside shotgun, which shouldn't have released as broken as it was to start with, because we've been doing this song and dance for nearly 20 years now. No weapon should release broken like that, in a broken state like that. Never. We've been doing this too goddamn long. There's no excuse. But again, this game's, it's worthless. And you know what? I for one am happy to see. I just checked Steam charts because I'm like, well, I don't think this new season's been lighting the world on fire, you know? And of course, every single day, the game pretty much just keeps making a new low unless it's on the weekend, in which case it goes up a little bit because people are off work. But it's still not, you know, doing that great because it's making a lower high, as they call it in stocks and crypto. It's making a lower high each weekend. And I mean, there might be a little bump for this new map and this new gun coming out. But guys, how long can they keep regurgitating and recycling this stuff? You know, I've been playing, again, I need to repeat it for new people here, I'm sorry. But I've been playing the game literally since Call of Duty 4. I've been playing Call of Duty since 2007. I have seen it all. There is nothing they're doing remotely new, and if they do manage to do something slightly new, they either don't bring it back for the next game. Like if it's new and they do it and it's well received, they either don't bring it back, they don't carry it over and they forget about it, or it's new and it's fucking stupid. It's new and it's the dumbest fucking thing I have ever seen. For example, Blind Fire in Vanguard. Yeah, that went over well. Champions Hill in Vanguard. Yeah, okay. We got this new gunsmith system, quote unquote new. It's just a worse version of the last game's gunsmith system. And we got this new quote unquote perk system, which literally everyone with a functioning brain hates. Tell me when I'm telling lies. It truly is remarkable how everyone involved in this franchise, in this game, could be replaced with an AI at any given moment and we would never notice. I truthfully think maybe that's the case. I don't think human beings have made this fucking shitty ass game. I think these are AI meant to just dupe people with money, stupid people with money, to get them to buy microtransactions. I saw this thing on Twitter today where they're selling some kind of demon skin or whatever, probably $25, you know, some 2400 CP, whatever. And it made me think back to, like, imagine if this was my first introduction to gaming. My very first video game, guys, by the way, I think I've mentioned it before on this channel, was The Legend of Zelda on NES. Now, The Legend of Zelda has a formula. They stick with what works and they add on to it. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't really changed that much aside from, I think the first real big change was Breath of the Wild. And even that, like, it's still Zelda. You know what I mean? Like, it still feels like a Zelda game. So, my first game is The Legend of Zelda on NES. Could you imagine if I'm trying to beat this dungeon and it's like, hey, would you like to spend $25? And back then, you know, there's no internet, so I'd have to mail in like $25 to Nintendo Power, and then they would mail me some kind of QR code, which that also didn't exist back then. They'd mail me some barcode and a scanner, and I'd have to get Rob the Robot to scan the motherfucker so I could get some kind of like super sword to beat some dungeon. What a shitload of motherfucking bullfuck. Why? You know what I mean? Like, why? Why even bother? The generation, like the younger generation right now, they have to be keeping these games afloat because they simply just don't know better. It's sad to say. Either that or there's like these dumb COD pay pigs out there. The same people keeping DSP's income like at a decent amount. The same people buying skins. It's just a different form of bad decision making. I don't know, man. I don't want to ever look a gift horse in the mouth when it comes to YouTube and stuff. I think a lot of people have over the years said, like, you should be grateful Call of Duty sucks because it gives you a job or whatever. And while that's true, there's always something to complain about. I haven't seen a perfect video game yet. I can complain about anything, guys. Trust me. And B, I would like a change of pace and actually just be able to play the fucking game like on Twitch and have a good time like I used to. You know, I'm like a cockroach. I'll be fine. I'll find some way to monetize this. Don't worry. But like, I just want to. It's beyond the point of it being funny. I understand that these games sucking is technically good for me, and yeah, I still want a good game. That should tell you how passionate I am about this shit. I'm so happy. I legit, guys, I'm not kidding. I am so happy that Resident Evil 4 is being remade, remastered. I'm not even a huge Resident Evil fan, but that's probably my favorite video game of all time. It's the perfect layup. You know what I mean? Like, they can't mess it up, pretty much. The demo was great. I have no complaints. I am looking forward to the full release of the game. I'm going to play the shit out of it, and I can't wait because I haven't played a game like this since Elden Ring. It's been over a year. I understand there's other good games that have come out, like God of War Ragnarok. I actually can't use the PlayStation controller because it hurts my big fucking fat hands. Sorry, I'm not even fat. It just hurts my hands. I got kind of wide hands. Not even big hands, just wide. I don't know. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 4 Remake, and if you guys want to see some of the content on that, let me know, because I understand I'm a COD channel. I understand I have to cover the game. What is there to talk about? Like, what is there to cover? No one gives a damn at Infinity Ward. No one gives a damn at Activision. We're already looking forward to the next game. You know, like, and are we really looking forward to it? It's going to be Sledgehammer. Do you have any faith in that? Do you have any faith in that at all? If you do have faith in that, here's what I want you to do. I want you to come pretty close to the screen right now. Whether you're on, a phone, or maybe you're watching on a laptop, or even a desktop PC, you're old school like me, watch YouTube on desktop. Why don't you come close to the screen right now? Are you close to the screen? Okay, you ready? That's me slapping you across your goofy fucking face for being so gullible. When will people start listening to me? It's been 4 years of disappointment. 4 years of disappointment. Each game pretty much gets worse. It's a toss-up between Vanguard and MW Deuce, but when am I going to stop looking forward to this stuff and just saying, hey, this is going to be awful. Hey, let's not buy this. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't buy Vanguard, pretty much. I mean, it's still sold well. All things considering, it's still Call of Duty, still sold well. But can we just say, hey, I'm sick of buying this game, playing it for a month, and then realizing it's garbage. I'm trying to save you guys money. I am. At this stage, I'm just trying to save you guys money. You may as well call me Blame Truth, the investment banker himself here, because I'm just trying to keep your capital in a safe place. Guys, I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see some Resident Evil 4, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I want to suplex Joe Secott through my nightmares, a la Freddy Krueger. Peace out, dudes.
There's some parting advice.